Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Laim La Yahweh. Call Laim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Makakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, great millstone, peace, salutations unto the elect. So, yeah, the title of this one going to be Secret Admirers, Secret Disciples. You'll be surprised who watch your videos, who watches, you know what I'm saying, who be tuning in to the truth, and who watches, you'll be very, very surprised. Well, basically, the whole world basically watch because we know the wicked elite, they watch you know, we know Esau's watching. We know these YouTube people are watching. You know, we know, you know, everybody is watching. And like Tupac said, all eyes are on you. You know, because hey, this is just the nature of the business. The Lord said, "What they shall shine as lights in the world, right? Let your light shine before men, all right? So, hey, you'll be surprised who watches you. You know, you'll be surprised who tunes in and faithfully, you know what I'm saying, believes in the truth. Like you'll be very surprised, man. Be very, very, very surprised, man. But you know what I'm saying, famous names, all kind of people are secret disciples of this truth. You know, and they'll kind of for to preserve their jobs or their livelihoods or whatever, they'll somewhat try to keep an incognito. They'll try to be more incognito, if you will. They'll be a bit more selective with, what I'm saying, how they try to, maneuver around the feel like Joseph of Arimathea, John the 19th chapter. Matter of fact, let's go there. 38th verse. It says, and after this, Joseph of Arimathea, being a disciple of Yahushua, but secretly for fear of the Jews. So secretly for fear of the Jews. Why? Because here it is, he had to, the rich man. A rich man has a reputation to uphold in this world, so they can't necessarily go out there and teach. That's why the Lord set up poor men, because you don't have nothing to lose. A poor man that's homeless, man that's doing, you know what I'm saying, man that's going through it. That's a man with nothing to lose, basically, in the terms of the world or in the eyes of the, and you ain't got nothing to lose because you ain't, but a CEO of Wall Street, whatever these people, you know what I'm saying, but they be watching the video too. Everybody watches the Hebrew Israelite. Everybody know about the truth. They all know about this truth. They all heard about the lessons, and they've all so you'd be very surprised, man. Your favorite rapper watches you, man. Your favorite entertainer watches you. While you over there being entertained by them, they watching you and getting edified. There's some internet personalities be coming on the videos, man. Some of these influencers, they understand the truth. They subscribe to this truth. They see the wickedness of this place, and so yeah, you'd be very surprised, man. You'd be very surprised. Okay, so it says, but Joseph Arimathea, being a disciple of Yahushua, but secretly for fear of the Jews. Yeah, secretly, man, besought Pilate that he might take away the body of Yahushua, and Pilate gave him leave, and he took thereof and took the body of Yahushua. It says, and there came also Nicodemus, which at first came to Yahushua by night, and brought a mixture of myrrh and aloe and 100 pounds of weight. So yeah, Joseph Arimathea, he is a rich man. Cause when you're a rich man, you gotta play politics, man. He that's why he was able to get the body of the Lord from Pontius Pilate, man. I'm pretty sure he had to pay, or whatever the case may be, but he didn't get over there. He's just, you don't get in the presence of, you know, uh, uh, the ruler without being wealthy, or being somebody of renown, if you will. So these were people that believed in Yahushua, but they were what you would consider the 1/3, basically, because it wasn't. There was more like they believed in spirit. Some brothers are helpers and others that they won't be out there on the forefront. You ain't gonna see them out there teaching with the garment on, stuff like that. But they watch, they believe, they help. Sometimes they come by the camp, talk about, I've been watching you brothers. Da, da, da. Here, I just want to bring some, I just want to bring some water. I just want to bring this and that, and that's how that's how it goes with this truth. 'Cause everything is not what it seems, you know. Because where are all them people that you think be watching your videos like that? Who do you think they are? They don't comment, they don't say nothing, but they're real accounts. Some of them do be bots. Some of them be like, scoffers or Christians, whatever, random people that but most of them be people that actually believe. You gotta check the engagement, check all the, because like it be a lot, like to tell you the demographic, tell you what age groups. Some people just put random numbers or whatever, but they're actually like people that put their actual information on there with a Google account, and it links to the YouTube. So it all just like. But anyways, the point is that you will be very surprised who is watching. All right, but at the end of the day, everybody has heard about this truth, man. But you got people, you got people you went to, you got like your old teachers watching, old women watching you. I mean, you brothers about to encounter a lot of people from your past, man. That's been secretly, they're trying to see if what you're saying is true. They're like, oh, is this guy just fucking crazy? Or is the, because you see, there's a certain stigma that comes with telling the truth. That's why it says he that depart from iniquity makes up a prey. If you out there talking about the white man, you talking about the system, you talking about the destruction, you talking about Israelite superiority, because that's what this gospel is about. It's about the Israelites being the people that's above all people, all nations. Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 14:2. So here it is. That's part of the gospel. You are gods, you shall die like men. Psalms 8:2-5. So, hey, when they start hearing stuff like that, you can have 15 wives if you so please. Here it is. That's a problem. That's a hence why it says he that did not depart from iniquity makes himself a prey. Because ultimately, in this world, what you're saying is adverse to them. So, a lot of, until, it's social, because people just do what's socially acceptable. All right. You brothers, in this truth, you're the only ones that are really going against the world. The world is very comfortable. That's why the scripture says, follow not the multitude to do evil, because it's very easy to do what you see other, everybody else doing. Because that's the easy thing to do. See, that's why you have many secret disciples of the prophets. You have they'll never come out there and, they'll never show themselves, but they will, at an appointed time, like Joseph of Arimathea at an appointed time show himself, to be a believer at a appointed time, but he was a disciple secretly. Actually, so let's get the word for disciple, and it said one who follows another for the purpose of learning, right? And that's another thing that that Jake, our people, they don't want to admit, I learned from them. That's why they have problems saying double honors to the apostle elders. Some of them just they be teaching. They don't acknowledge like where they learn from or whatever the case may be. But that's part of entering into other men's labors, right? This is why you give respect, but yeah, a lot of Jake, they don't like to acknowledge where they like to just, oh yeah, I learned whatever. No, you learned it from the source, right? And you're building upon that, you're building upon the scripture. Say, from wise man here a skillful word, he add on to it. Is that right? I believe it's 21st chapter. All right. So Romans 12 and verse 2, NLT. It said, don't copy the behavior and customs of the world, but let the Most High transform you to a new person by changing the way you think. Yeah. Hey, that's bad. That's why you gotta use the translation, because when you hear it in a different translation, it's when you read it in the let me read it in KJV. It's like a different flavor. You know what I mean? Same thing, but different flavor. It's the same wing, but yeah, same meat. You know, it's a different flavor. You know? Yeah, Romans 12:2. It says, "That be not conformed, right? Yeah, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed, right? By the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that which is good and the acceptable will, acceptable and perfect will of the Most High." Yeah, so let the Lord don't copy the behavior, custom of this world. Yeah, be not conformed to this world. Your mind made to the image of this world, basically. You know what I'm saying? Your mind, you think like these niggas. You know what I'm saying? You act like them. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like that way, man. You know? It says being born of an incorruptible seed, right? So let the Most High transform you into a new person, right? By changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know the Most High will, for which is good and pleasing and perfect. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, you'll be very, very, very taken back by, you know what I'm saying? I seen bro come on there like 3-4 weeks ago. Nah, he come on there quite a bit actually. Yeah, bro is like an influencer. You know, I was like, you know, bro wearing Fendi head to toe and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But them type of jake believe in the truth. You had Larry Johnson. He's like a truther now. You know, he's like a former NFL dude. You know, so you got a lot of people that believe in this truth. You know, but some have to do it secretly for, you know, they got it. They're just not. Everybody's not built like you, bro. Everybody's not built like you. They can't do what you do. That's why it says 144,000, right? It's a small number, and then you got the rest, 1/3, you know, which are more so believers, you know, more so helpers, more so women. Women comprise a large number of the 1/3. They comprise a good amount. You know? It says that they shall be saved in childbearing. So, you know, it's going to be more of them that's going to be saved than us. Not because they're righteous, but because we need them. And hey, but yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. All right. Joseph Arimathea was a secret disciple, man. He was a rich man, so you know he was biding his time. He was playing he's wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man. You know. You got frontline soldiers, frontline warriors, like my man said, Mr. Keep It Simple. You know, you got frontline soldiers, but here it is. Not everyone could be a frontline soldier. You got the Spartans, and then you got the rest of you know, the people. The Spartans are like the front line, the command, Leonidas' personal guard. All right, which were willing to hazard their lives for the truth. You know, it says what the spirit of prophet subject unto the prophets, 1 Corinthians 14 chapter. So, you know, here it is. It says, yeah, disciple one who follows another one for the purpose of learning, right? Edification, the building. What is the building? The church. The church is the building. The Greek word ecclesia called out, right? So you're building, right? So it says the personal followers of the Lord Yahushua during his life, the 12 disciples chosen or called to be his immediate associates. Okay, so when you look at that word associates, when you associate yourself with somebody, your name is like your name is basically, you know, attached to theirs, you know, like a business associate. So it said, the Lord said, I must be about my father's business. Well, the only ones associated with the Lord are the prophets at this present juncture, you know, 'cause It says that they're not ashamed of the testimony of the Lord Yahushua. Be not ashamed of the testimony of our Lord Yahushua, right? So, in a way, Joseph Arimathea was a bit ashamed, if you will, because he wasn't willing to give it, it's just like the rich man, he walked away sorrowful for he had great possessions, right? But at the end of the day, the Lord will have mercy on who he have mercy, have compassion on who he have compassion. So, the Lord works in mysterious ways. The Lord wants to give a man riches just so he can help you, just so he can take care of you. All right, like that's how the Lord works. Like he got men and women set up for you, just to take care of you, just like brothers. You got family members. You got like your father, right? If you was lucky enough to have one, right, through the Spirit of the Lord. At the end of the day, the curses are the curses, and but yeah, so you have you have people around you that the Lord set up, and the Lord will bless them. Matter of fact, it says what? You give a cup of cold water to the prophet, you shall receive a prophet's reward, which is what? The penny that prophet working for would. That's the salvation. The parable of the Lord said, I agree with you for a penny, right? I agree with you for a penny. Hence, that person that is helping you is laboring in their own way. They're not giving the gift that you are, but they have their gift, which is to give you, to help you to further the ministry. Not buy Kenneth Copeland another motherfucking plane. That's not furthering anything. Not going to the not going to the website and buying Gorilla Hebrew gear. But anyways, man, the point being that actually I should have got this. A cup of cold water. So if you are giving a cup of cold water to the brothers, which it could be anything, right? You should in no wise lose that reward. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 39. It says, "He that findeth his life shall lose it, right? And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." So some are willing to give their lives, and others are more like they have less faith, and that's given by the Lord. Say, give by measure, right? So at the end of the day, the Lord had people set up like Joseph Arimathea his job was to take the body of the Lord, and to get it to where it was supposed to go, and that was basically his job. Wasn't to be out there teaching and breaking down the scriptures and fighting and cursing people out and shit like that. His wealth and his connections and whatever was used to further the ministry, in a manner of speaking. So Matthew 10 and verse 40, it says, "He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that received me receiveth him that sent me. Receiveth him that sent me. And he that receiveth the prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple," secret disciple, there you go, "verily I say unto you, he shall no wise lose his reward." So you have secret disciples that will help you, that will take care of business, and you have women that were set up to help you get through the hell. That's why it says she's a pillar of rest, that she's helping you to rest. That's saying, it might be mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever. She's supposed to help you. Now, in today's world, this devil has weaponized her ass against you. But the Lord said, if his ways please the Lord, he shall make his enemies to be at peace, including your woman. Because he said, a righteous man, a godly woman given to a godly man, a righteous man. Because you are what you attract ultimately, man. At the end of the day, if you get some ghetto Big Shirley demon, that's what you are. If you get a moderate, decent woman, more than likely it's because you are that way too. Anyways, um, yeah. So it says, "Whosoever shall give to drink one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, you shall no wise lose your reward, which is what the penny, which is salvation, which is he's gonna be saved. But just like you're gonna get beamed up, he'll get beamed up. Obviously, there's a difference of rank and file, of course. But at the end of the day, hey, say salvation is salvation. It's the same penny. He shall receive a prophet's reward, man. But it was he himself prophesying or teaching? No, but he was helping in his one way, helpers. The secret disciples are like helpers, you know? And there's many. There's very many, you know. And they're all throughout. They're all watching all these different camps, and then the ones that dumb there of the elect, they'll hear the voice of the Lord that's talking to them, and they'll find their way home, if you will. Okay, it says Greek Priscilla and Aquila, my helpers in the Lord Yahushua. Romans 16:3. Right? So these are helpers, Priscilla and Aquila. Unlike on the other side of the coin, you had Hymenaeus and Alexander that he delivered to Satan that they learned not to blaspheme, because you got helpers, then you had niggers. See, that's balance. The Lord said every work done in a delicate balance, right? So everything's done in a balance. While you had helpers, you also had hinderers, helpers and hinderers. You can either help the ministry or you can hinder it. Either way it goes, the scriptures say that you could do nothing against the truth but for the truth. Right? For because the word of the Lord can't be stopped. You know, if the counsel be a man, it'll come to naught. But if it be the Most High, you shall not be able to overthrow it. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 20, it says, "For all the promises of the Most High in Him are ye, and in Him, amen, unto the glory of the Most High by us." It says, 21st verse, "Now He which establisheth us is with you. In Yahushua hath anointed us, who is the Most High, who hath also sealed us and given us the earnest of the Spirit in our hearts. Moreover, I call the Most High for a record upon my soul, that you should spare, that to spare you I came not as unto yet Corinth, not for that we have dominion over your faith, but are helpers of your joy. For by faith stand ye." All right. So see the brotherhood, consists of different, administrations and offices. 1 Corinthians 12, right? But here it is. You got these disciples that are moving, that are in secrecy, man. And their job is to help in an appointed time. You know what I'm saying? When the need may be, when the occasion may be filled. You know, like Morgan Freeman said in the clip. Morgan Morgan Freeman said in the Metro Boomin clip. He said the hero is come to an appointed time. When the fullness of his damn, I think I got the clip. When the fullness of his when he's needed, something like that. But yeah, they're helpers. It says 3 John chapter 1 and verse 7, because that for his name's sake they went forth taking nothing of the Gentiles, we therefore ought to receive such, that we might be fellow helpers to the truth. I wrote unto the church. All right. So fellow helpers, man, what you had in all the churches, which without would be very difficult for this truth to flourish. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 21. It says, providing for honest things, not only in the sight of the Lord, but in the sight of men. And we have sent with them our brother, whom we have oftentimes proved diligent in many things, but now much more diligent upon that great confidence which I have in you. Whether any do inquire of Titus, he is my partner and fellow helper concerning you, or our brethren be inquired of, they are messengers of the churches, and the glory of the Lord Yahushua. Wherefore show ye to them and before the churches the proof of your love of our boasting on your behalf. All right, so Titus, my fellow helper concerning the churches. Titus referred to as a fellow helper, man. You know, but obviously he was an actual disciple himself. All right. So yeah, the word admirer, right? Because you got a secret disciple is an admirer of the truth. You know? It says regard with wonder, marvel at, right? It says to be astonished at, to regard with wonderfully, regard with pleasure and esteem. Right, that's one who follows another for the purpose of learning. You know, it says to learn, to analyze thoroughly, to grasp intellectually something that which is difficult to explain, semantically compelling. All right. So ultimately, that was Joseph Arimathea, man. All right. Again, there's many that's in that stead to this day. You know, to this day. So John chapter 19 and verse 38, it says, and after this, Joseph of Arimathea, being a secret disciple of Yahushua, but secretly for fear of the Jews, beside Pilate, that he might take away the body of Yahushua, and Pilate gave him leave. He came therefore and took the body of Yahushua, right? So yeah, you had these secret disciples back then, and they're around today, you know. So you'd be surprised, man. All right, because this truth has to go to the four corners of the earth, the four winds, you know, and then the end shall come. So with that, a call I'm like how about Shem Yahshua, about Shem Kakodash, a double honor to the apostle of this great milestone, peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.